Praise is my passion, most high got me flattered. Speaking to my heart, the way it's moving through the patterns. Remind me of the Sabbath. Find a quiet place to rest. Read about the sun, blood flowing. There's more than minstrel when I lay the text. That mean I'm covered by the blood in case you missed it. Anti-secular patterns when my rhymes are full of misfits. It's such a delightful truth that I stand on. The roar through my ocean breeze take me away like hell gone. On high ground with my tags on. Bless me from my button up down to the crispy pants that I have on. See the sun I take a glance on. Present myself a living sacrifice, something I'm glad to take a chance. Shalom, my people. Welcome to another great conversation at IMTV Talks. Man, I'm talking to the sensational truth music singer, Ahavah. Am I saying that right?
It's Ahavah.
Ahavah, Ezra. Ezra, Sarah, aka
Babina.
Yeah. How you doing?
I am radical.
Man, super cool. All praises, man. So can you share with the viewers where you're from?
I'm from Detroit, Michigan. The 313. One of the roughest in the United Snakes of America.
Yeah, United Snakes for real, man. Man. So can you share how you began walking with the Most High?
Absolutely. I was drop dead in sin. I was in a very, I would say a seeking place. You know, I held close in my heart that obviously that there was a creator. And I really did believe that he had a son that did die for my sins. But I was separating from the idea of just like Christianity, but I still was holding on to the concept that the Father and the Son were one, and that I needed the Son, you know, as the access to my salvation. I mentioned that because I kind of was, you know, with separating yourself from the church, you kind of just are like in this woke essence, if you will, and I was like just seeking and you know, getting more in tune with myself and the soulful self and the power that I beheld. So I feel like it was a little bit esoteric, a little bit learning Kemet in Egypt, like not like too deep, but just like, okay, you know, we're powerful. We don't need an institution or this construction, but I still like I said, held on to that idea of like the Father and the Son close to my heart, and just deep in sin. So the Most High revealed, you know, himself to me and his son to me in a very like crucial time period that I needed salvation.
True indeed, man. And you know, like we you know, just mentioned, there's such a uniqueness to your name as I've read in your story. Mm-hmm. So can you share the meaning of Ahavah? Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just
okay.
The name up. I'm just butchering it.
Facts, though.
Can you share the meaning of Ahavah, Ezra, Sarah?
Absolutely. So, Ahavah means love in Hebrew. That name was given to me by the Most High because of, for one, his love for me. Like me and Yahuwah have a very intimate relationship. One thing that I want everyone to know that's listening is that Yahuwah doesn't play about me, and I don't play about Yah. And he has shown that through the way that he has dealt with me, from correction and instruction to protection and zealousness. So that name love, obviously Hebraic concretely, it's not just an abstract emotional feeling. It is purposeful and functional. So to love someone is to actually meet the need, is to be aware and conscious of a need and to meet it. And so that name signified how he met my need and provided his love to me, not only obviously through his son, but even through my husband, because just going back to earlier when we said the truth, I was smack dead into sin and Yahuwah revealed himself to me, but he literally enjoined me and my Ash that way because I was still doing music then. He was doing music and we literally joined solely off the name of Yah. When I was on social media and I saw somebody from my city saying the name of Yah and that was just the name that was revealed to me, like we were like inseparable and he was just teaching me. We were like friends and just like creatives, and we just were already intertwined and in love and woven because that's who, the Most High made for me and me for him. So, Yah provided his love to me through my husband because I was abused a lot growing up, molested. I was a dancer. Like I was a lot of things. Like my close friends and family, they always tell me that a lot of my story and testimonies, like they're like, man, the things you went through, that'd be like some people's one trauma. So like for an example, someone got molested by their dad, like that's their trauma, but I got that and it's so much. So I was in that, and so the Most High provided his love to me. Ezra, that means help or also inquirer, like one that seeks the unknown. And again, it's in my relationship with Yah, I'm always like asking and talking to him, like the way I fast and sup and how I would sit and I'm asking the stuff that I ask about. I'm just like a weeping servant and always want to know this and why is this? And so Yah's like, here she go again, but he answers me, because of my persistency. And so that's that. And then Sarah, that's our great mother, our great grandmother. Sarah, we're very similar, even in literal story. I always say that I feel like the scriptures are still being written and like we don't even realize how much we are a part of the prophecy and the people that we read about. They were people like us. And so I just feel like it's almost like we all existed at one point before. And I just feel like she speaks to me a lot, and down to even the way when she laughed and certain things, like I go through that so much. It's like, Yah do so much for you and you still like, so I feel like on an interpersonal level, like we relate, but also just the name, like, cause Sarah means to turn the heads. It's nobility. People just say queen, but what is a queen? She's a noble. She has responsibility and she turns the head of the people, which should be towards Yah. So that is what I do. So that's my name. Now you want to know about Babina?
Yeah, Babina.
So, Bob Marley.
Salakia, before you share about it, I just want to point out that you said something very heavy just then.
Okay.
Like, matter of fact, I'm still new here. I only been in the truth for a year, but that feeling of knowing like that's in our blood. It ain't just something you read. That's who we are. Like, I'm very thankful to know about it. And yeah, like when you just said that just sparked something in my heart, man. Like, to be that close and connected to the Most High is just an amazing feeling.
Hallelujah. All it seemed to Yahuwah, like Baruch Yahuwah for your journey, like that, it just blesses me so much, like so much, like to know, like I guess just the reassurance, because I know it's bound to happen, like the awakening, people waking up, like it's bound to happen. And I feel like we let the world, the external world, the materialized world, like distract us so much where we're like, we about to go back because Trump in office or this, that, and the third. And it's like, we're moving forward. Like, do you understand what Yah is doing? Like, this is unstoppable. Like, Yah is the sovereign authority. Like, Hasatan clearly tried to coup his seat and it did not work. For every one that said yes with Hasatan, 2 said no, they're not going with him. Like, it's impossible to overthrow Yahuwah. So I really, really am thankful to hear that, and I just pray many more blessings on your journey, and that Yahuwah will cover, guide, and protect you. And I feel like with the more people that's waking up now, like it's going to get better and stronger even for the newer people. Even though it seems like we're just now, I feel like Yah is extra protective over y'all. Like, it's beautiful.
True indeed, man. For sure. All praises. Yeah, man, it's just wonderful. But yeah, can you share about the meaning of Bobina?
Yes. So, okay. So Bobina, we heard of Bob Marley. Now obviously I'm not affiliated with Bob Marley and his beliefs and whatever he believed in. However, when it comes to like as an artist, his music, which on the surface, from what we know or what he says, it's about unification and love and all of that good stuff, right? And to a degree, he was a certain radical as far as to the social norms, and what he wanted to do, and bringing people together. So my close loved ones, they always say that I'm a mixture or like of Angela Davis and Bob Marley, because it's like I don't play, you know what I'm saying? I'm from Detroit. I don't play. I'm very zealous. I'm an activist. I go hard for my people. I love my people. I love who we are to Yah. Like, I love our birthright. I love how just blessed we are in every aspect. Like, we are just the divine seed, like we're the star seeds. And so, but at the same rep, I'm like super sensitive, I'm super hyper aware, and I'm just loving, and I want everybody to be cool and nice, and everybody, let's just be vulnerable and wear our hearts on our sleeves. So that's where I got the Bobina from. It's like, okay, this lady just wants everybody to come together. She just wants to be free and authentic and unify and empower, but also like inspire, like accountability and all of that good stuff. So it's kind of like this little, I don't know, insider thing that my close ones call me. They're like, you Bobina, you the Bob Marley and Angela Davis of the awakening. Like, you want everybody to be in their tribal gene and ethnic and just barefoot and hugging trees and just under their fig trees. So that's kind of where that came from.
Man, that is so dope. Man, so I'm out here in Dallas, Texas, which is also a home base for the Light Hebrew magazine, which I work side by side with them. I wanted to ask, like, how you get linked into the Light media?
My clan, like, because I've been doing music a long time, and I never was into like even streaming my music, nothing. Like, I never wanted to be seen, if that makes sense. But my family, they were like, yo, like, because you don't want to be seen, obviously it's going to be felt that everybody's going to be able to see that it's not that, if that makes sense. Like, even though it's like I'm hard to miss, just my style and everything, like, it naturally is going to turn here, so it's going to seem like that. But like, when you really know the heart, the authenticity, and the ruach over the music, like, because we know that, it's like you still can't sit on what Yah has put in you and what he's sparked in you, because I really don't feel like I'm just doing true music just for the people and gifts for the people to just bob the heads. Like, I really believe the work that me and my husband do, because we're teachers as well, like, we really deal with big fish. Like, not everybody encounters principalities. We fight and interact with demons on a daily. Everybody got a face, but like, we real life, like, are dismantling and going against principalities, like. And so I feel like with the music that we're doing in the places that Yahuwah is leading us strategically is to deal with certain things, because we're very bold and just like unapologetic, and it's easy to just say that, but for real, like, I'm really about that. So it's just like, so they told me, like, it's just time for you to stream that music, and you really need to like put the content out. Like, you have so many visions, you do so many things behind closed doors, like, do your visions. Like, so I started doing the videos, and then they just started pushing me, like, just sending it out to the awakening, like messaging. And I think they must have had to come across Sister Delta and everybody, and she was definitely receptive to me and just very loving and supportive, and it was just an organic love. Like I said, I'm hypersensitive and aware, so I kind of felt that, like, man, like, this is very blessed. Like, you just see the ruach, like, you feel that, and you see, you hear the message. That's
true,
how that.
Yeah, true indeed. We love you, Sister Delta.
Yeah.
Man, so I have a special segment I do called Music Inspiration.
Okay.
So I'm going to just name some songs, and I just want you to share what these songs mean to you.
Okay.
The first one is the first joint I heard from you, and this mug is called Vali2ation.
Yeah. Validation. What did you say? You said, what does it mean to me, or the first word?
Like the inspiration.
Yeah. Validation. I feel like validation was very like, it was just a need in the awakening, because I feel like there's a lot of lack and limitation in the awakening and mindset. Like a number has been done on us, meaning like the way that has been taught to us how to view Yahuwah and ourselves is very lack and limited. Like we don't even see how we're still conforming to the agenda of our oppressors to bind us and to like diminish our power still, because everything is witchcraft, everything is demonic, everything is idolatry, everything is this, everything is that. And so that record is very important to me, because I really had to show the awakening for whoever comes by. Like I really don't care like what you come at me with, the things that I've been in life, like I promise you it has prepared me for this. Like it's none of that. So I really feel like that song was important to show the awakening that Yahuwah desires restoration for us. Like he desires our wholeness and our wellness. Like he really wants us to be well mentally, emotionally. Like he provides a space for us, and a part of that is you have to have confidence. You know what I'm saying? Like people look at that as idolatrous, but like how can I be a true servant and show love to someone and I don't love myself? Because loving myself is loving Yah. Like you get what I'm saying? I'm made in his image and likeness. Like it doesn't make sense. How am I walking around insecure and wounds and I'm still having abandonment issues and rejection issues and all of these other things? I'm imbalanced. You see what I'm saying? But I'm calling myself a servant and a heart of humility and posture and meekness. It's like that's a persona then. Like it just doesn't make sense. Even, Yah spoke about, if you treat your own body bad, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, like it's just, so I just feel like that record was just important to show the awakening that Yah desires for you to invest in your energy, because he's already invested within us. He actually invested in us the ability to invest in ourselves. And so that's where that was inspired, is letting the awakening know that you don't need anyone's validation. Like we are already solidified. Like literally Yah made and established us. You understand what I'm saying? So you don't need anyone's validation. You need to have confidence in Yah. You need to have trust in him to carry you through every season and circumstance. Like we have to have confidence in Yah. So that's the inspiration behind Beautiful Validation.
Man, for sure. And again, you just said something heavy. So like, I'll be honest, like I still got friends that are in the churches, right? So I still visit some of these churches, but I know where I am in the Most High. I know what my walk is. And folks love to say that we're crazy for speaking truth, like for walking this way. But like you said, everything is demonic. Like to see them, like they say that we crazy, but they still stuck in that same routine. They see the same old thing, and the way they walk is just watered down, washed out. So I'm like, you say we crazy, but y'all still over there like that. Like, I'm glad to break away from that. I'm glad to be in truth.
Yeah. You know what though? I always say this. I always say, I can't, and hear me out. I say, I really can't blame the world or people, for instance, that you're referring to that in their way. I can't really blame them or even say that it's far-fetched that they think we're crazy, because if you think about it, we are to them. You get what I'm saying? Like, think about it. True. We out of nowhere, right, are like, we're these people of the script, and we're believing in this God that you don't see, and we believe his son is coming back and through the sky and gonna float down, and we're all gonna be in rain and all. Like, yeah, I actually did a teaching not too long ago. I said, be prepared. Like, they're getting ready to challenge our mental health. That's what's going to start happening in the awakening. They're going to be challenging our mental health on heightened levels, even if it's not as far as like, to where it's like harming us or like an illegality situation we're affected, but just whether it's running reports or news. I think it's already probably still out there, but they really think we're crazy. But then I'm like, how are we so crazy? Because aren't you supposed to be believing in some Jesus that no one ever saw and all of this stuff? So to me, it comes to that place where it's like, oh, so you really don't believe in things of the spirit in actuality. It's just a blanket to make you feel better and to justify you for your decisions in life that you make. You see what I'm saying? So you just curate God in a way that aligns to what you want to do to make you feel better about your actions and choices. So,
man, true that.
yeah.
But man, speaking of Walk This Way, the next song I'm want to name is Dance of Love.
Isn't Dance of Love beautiful? Dance of Love is very wholesome. That is a very wholesome song. And it's funny because a lot of people that song, I like to say that song is universal to me. I think it's universal because a lot of people hear even a lot of my songs that are about to come out. I have a new song coming out with a video soon, like when maybe next week or the week after it should be done editing. But a few of my songs like that are like that seem universal. And it's like, oh, it's just about love. And it is about love, but remember, we have to go back to that concreteness in Hebraic idea of love. So Dance of Love was very strategic. I called it Dance of Love because I'm referring to the steps, you get what I'm saying, or the process of love. And so I'm saying, life's a memory, right? That's my first line. Because literally, when we stand before Yah, imagine if we were like SD cards. Like, you feel me? Like everything, and he's gonna plug it up and show everything. Like, life is a memory. You get what I'm saying? It's recorded, right? To make an impression. So our life, we have life for the purpose of making an impression or an imprint on the life of someone else. It's about the way that we are caregivers to one another, the way that we are tending to one another, how we are influencing one another. Are you influencing or encouraging someone to sin? Whether that's through directly, I'm smoking a blunt in their face and telling them to smoke it too. Or how about this? I'm being mean and putting my sister on Facebook and saying, look at y'all, she a witch, she needs to repent. How is that saving someone? Did you pray for this person? Did you go and DM them first? Did you go pull up on them and go lay hands and feed them because their mother just died? Like, did you do any of that? Because if you really desired someone's wholeness like Yah desires their wholeness, then this isn't the way. Because watch this. What if they do repent? Then what? What are you going to say about the whole video and the things that you didn't put up about this person? So it doesn't make sense to me. A lot of people want to put Yah's name on stuff and want to act like they're fighting for Yah, but it's really yourself. It's really your standards. It's really what you want. It's really how you think somebody should be, and we're becoming gatekeepers. So Dance of Love is a very principled song to teach people that you have to focus on your wounds and your traumas and being without them and healing yourself so that you can actually meet the need of others. Because sometimes the need for somebody isn't Bible beating them. Sometimes it's a shoulder to cry on. Sometimes it's buying their groceries. You get what I'm saying? Like, we're so hell bent on proving that we serve Yah that we got to tell somebody every 15 minutes we don't eat pork instead of just not eating the pork. They're going to see you. They're going to see your way of life. They're going to see how you move. Like, the best teachers we can be as examples. So Dance of Love is very deep. It's very deep and it's impactful if you really dig and listen to those lyrics and see how lovingly love is, how powerfully loving love is, which is to meet the needs. So that's where the inspiration from Dance of Love came. It was just like, man, we got to regard what we're doing with our times, with Yah, the dates we're having with Yah, I like to call them, our spiritual dynamic practices. Like, do we even have one? Because to me, that's a practice you do every day intentionally, not just the prayer you may think you do and the time I may go speak to you. I'm talking about a set block. Like, every day I wake up before the rising between 4 to 6 a.m. and I have 2 hours set apart time to Yah before I gotta be a mother, before I gotta be a wife, before I gotta go and I get on Instagram, before I go and run my errand to the grocery store. I breathe, I meditate, I journal, I read Yah's word, I pray. You see what I'm saying? I sit in his presence. You have to have that every day to even prepare us for end times to come, as well as to set my intention and how do I want to impact somebody today. I don't care if I bumped you with my cart. Like, am I moving consciously? Am I inside of this body? Do I care about how this affected you? Am I going to care about, you know what I'm saying, the way that I am? I'm not putting that stuff on other people. So I know that was a lot, but that is where that was my mindset when I made Dance of Love.
Halal, yeah, I love it. Man, true inspiration for real. So look, the next song is Reset.
Did you see that video? Reset. That reset is reset is so spiritual. Like, so the name of our ministry is Reset the Frequency. Even people saw that, was like, oh my gosh, what's going on? It's like, first and foremost, Yah is light, is he not? He doesn't have a crystalline being. You see what I'm saying? What do we think Yah is? He is energy. Like, frequencies, vibrations, energy. Like, it's Yah. Like, our heart beats. What is beating our heart? How can, if my heart slows down or stops, they put electricity on my chest and it starts beating again? True. We are energy beings. You understand what I'm saying? And Yah is the highest form of frequency, which is light. So what I believe is that Yah, through giving his son, his objective was to reset us. People get spooked out when they say that. Brainwashing, reprogramming, all of that stuff is real. I mean, if the powers of darkness do it to get control, what makes us think that Yah is not, would not, or should not do that to us when we literally are laden with sin and iniquity? We're literally stuck in our ways. We literally, all we know is sin and selfish instincts and everything else. So Yah, his objective and goal is to reset us. You see what I'm saying? So that song Reset is about coming under the control of Yah. And what that looks like when you actually submit and agree and come under the ban, you actually obtain your power again. It's not just like some weird slave relationship where it's like, oh, Yah is this tyrant. It's like, no, Yah is the creator. He made me. I wouldn't be without him. So yeah, all hail the king. Like, we're his minions, we're his army, whatever you want to call us. That's what we are. He is our headship. He's over us. And guess what? That makes us powerful. And so Reset was really demonstrating that, and how what happens in exchange of your will, if you will, when you give that to Yah, what happens? And it's the captivity turning, it's full restoration, it's powers, it's the dread of us being put on our enemies, it's the us becoming the head and no longer the tail, it's us no longer sitting back recording our brothers and our sisters dying at the hand of our oppressors, but actually rising up and banding together and saying no more. Like, we're not doing that, led by Yah, of course, commanded by Yah, of course. And I just demonstrated that in that mini film, if you will. Like, nah, this is what Yah said. Yah said, rise up and save our people, you know. As well as me being a woman, you know, I have my fair share on this journey, being a teacher, being even a prophetess. I believe that's what you would call me as. I'm very spiritual, intuitive, and I do carry a hard word. It's only hard to our flesh, you know what I'm saying? Like, and nothing I ever say is from my own standard. Like I said, I'm the lover. I be in between. When Yah, as far as like the words he give me, I be like, no, and just crying about it and all of that other stuff. But it's like, I have to be obedient to Yah. And so I've had my fair share. People have called me Jezebel. People have called me the Queen of the Heaven. People have called me a bunch of things because they're jealous of how much my husband loves me down. Like, he loves me. He shows that. Like, he's a very meek man. He's very, like, he's just in love with me, like, you know, and he supports me and he's protective about me. But if people understood what I've been through and the abuse I've been through, like, he's very protective and covering over me. He's not a harsh man to me because I've been through those things. So I think people mistaken that because people don't have healthy relationships. I'll say most people don't have healthy relationships, or they don't know what a father-daughter relationship look like. They don't know what a husband-wife relationship, so they automatically Ahab, or you and your wife, or just a bunch of just rhetoric that is just wicked. And so I wanted to display that as well, you know, because I am a part of the redemptive story. Yahuwah did call me as a judge, you know, and my husband got a song. He said, like, I have a lot more heart than some men, and that's the truth. And because of that, you want to call me a Jezebel because you don't want to do what you need to do, and you can't shun my relationship I have with Yah. I love you, who I'm zealous about him, you know, and that's that. I'm assertive, and a lot of people have mistaken assertiveness for aggression, but that's because we're in a suppressive world, and assertiveness does not equate aggressiveness. It's just being able to be firm and authentic, and you know. So that's where Reset birthed from. It's just really depicting that story and that picture, that idea of our people rising up.
For sure. And I am in full agreement with the song and that statement, because like I said, it's only been a year for me, but I really had to reset everything I knew, even the music. Like, I had to reset all my music. Every last song I had, I got to write it over because of what I found out, because of what I know now. So yeah, I definitely agree. Like,
yes,
reset the energy.
yes. It's necessary.
For sure. And speaking of love, and to follow up Reset, next is the song you and your husband got together and did called Election Day.
Yes. I love Election Day. I love trolling my oppressors. Like, that's one thing. Like, I love trolling my oppressors. Like, you oppressors only scary and feeble. Like, I just you just get on there. It's just, man. So, everybody saw the election, what happened in Hebrews. Sleep Hebrews, regardless or not, they're Hebrew Israelites, they're who they are. But these Hebrews are out there crying, like boo-hoo crying, like very upset. And honestly, even in the awakening, like, some people are afraid of what's happening, but I wasn't afraid. My husband wasn't afraid because Yah showed us. He showed me when Biden and Trump, that last election, y'all showed me a dream where Trump's face popped up with the red, like on a screen. And then Trump, he went on TV. I heard him talking and he said, you guys are not even going to want to go home under me. So y'all showed me that Trump was going to win and that it was going to be in our benefit, whatever way that was. Now, I'm not looking for Trump to just give us money to save us. I'm just telling you what y'all said, because y'all did it before through our presses. I mean, like, look at the script. Like, he set people up that were like taking like care of us, not as under, like, not them, but like it was, you get what I'm saying? Because we got to remember the prophecy. Like, we're not going backwards, we're going forward. Like, Yah is going to deliver us. So I saw that, but when Biden won, I was like, oh dang, maybe I was just tripping, but it was this time. And I was excited, only not because I'm like just a fan of Trump, but because think about it, they put Beyonce up there to get our people to vote for Kamala, the camel herself. Like, and so you should have thought that should have been one and done. So to me, the reason why I say excited, because I'm like, y'all showing us that these idols, they don't have no power.
Yeah, man.
They don't have no power. Yah is powerful, because as corrupt as the government is at that, if they wanted Kamala one, they could have rigged it like they do. Like, Yah showed us that who's really in control. Like, I'm like, y'all don't see this? Like, I was excited, like, man, yes. Because if this was 10 years ago, the way Beyonce influenced, man, everybody is listening to Beyonce. But nowadays, nobody cares about what she has to say.
That's true.
So who is Beyonce? No, you think we 3 years old to get 14? The people that you put in a spell, you were put Beyonce. We can see through this stuff. So I was excited, and I was pretty grieved and disappointed at our people for boohoo crying. And so I was just like, man, I told my husband, I was like, and it's been a while since we did a collab. Because we started off like early in the true, we did it like, we got albums together and we did a lot of music together. And we had like, it used to be more of the opposite, like sparingly our own solo stuff, but then like together. So we have both been like being creative and teaching a lot too. So that had a lot to do with it. Just doing our music. So I was like, it's time to do a collab. I told him the idea. I told him B. He was like, this is crazy. He had been doing some studying his own stuff, and he was like, this is definitely the tonality in the Ruach. Like, Yah reigns. Like, Yah reigns. This is the Yahusha campaign. Yah campaign. We are ambassadors for Yah, period. And we got to band together and see that. Like, we have to agree. Don't be like our ancestors with Nebuchadnezzar and Jeremiah when he told them, like, look, just go with the king Yah set up. No, it's just like, look, Yah set you up, cool. If anything, people need to see how he probably gave us a break. You know what I'm saying? Like, what if for 4 years, people money get up, they'd have whatever, because it's like, okay, them powers change and them bombs and stuff start happening fast. Like, are you even prepared for that? So you want to talk about whatever, we need to appreciate the time and the patience that Yah has for us to wake up and really get our hearts right and, prepare more for what's really to come.
For sure, yeah. And about that election, it's like my take on it. And matter of fact, shout out to our fellow kings in Houston. They pointed this out too. Okay. Like, nobody who truly believes in the Most High should have voted for anybody anyway. But how could you vote on one side for somebody that hates us as a people, and for the other side, how could you vote somebody that rejected the Most High publicly?
Mm-hmm.
And y'all still went out there and tried to vote for her. Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it was just, yeah, like, nobody should have took part in that anyway. Like, it was
No.
a waste of time.
Even if they all seem good, I feel like the reason why we're not a part of that is because we know that the heart of the king is in the hand of Yah.
Yeah.
So what do I look like going up and being like, yeah, this my choice? I'm not, again, being like my ancestors who I want this king, pick this king. Like, I want whoever's going to do your will. You get what I'm saying? Like, people want to joke about it. Like, we got to stop looking for people to want to do stuff for us, or like, you know, whatever. Like, people basically have been saying that people that are okay with Trump, you just want a handout. But it's like, why wouldn't I want what y'all wants for me, number one? And why wouldn't I want good things and mercies, like things to go well for my children and my family? Like, are y'all just wanting stuff to turn to turmoil? Like, we just want to go back. We just want to be slaves so bad that we're telling ourselves that. And because we're scared of rising up, we can't even see ourselves in power, that you keep wanting to keep this idea alive that we're about to be in chains again. Like, no, who's going to be in chains? Who? You're gonna sit down and let somebody put you in chains? It's not happening. I'm not being like my ancestors. Guess what? I'm Maccabee is my uncle. You understand? We're gonna be like, are we about to be like our ancestors that sat there in that wood? Absolutely not. We're fighting. Like, I don't. It's not happening.
Look, like one of my old friends said, look, the Bible told us to watch, fight, and pray. For real, look. But man, this next song, last but not least, like, again, like, now this is a song I love. Like, there's no way you can hear this song and not feel nothing in your heart from it. And the song I'm talking about is Ethnic.
Yes. Ethnic came so fast. I was driving and I was led. I put on a beat. And I have a witness right here. She was with me. Ethnic came. I wrote Ethnic to like 5 and 15 minutes. Like, it was already written, and then like in 15 minutes we're perfected. And I called my engineer. I was like, yo, I need a session. He's like, I have one in an hour. I was like, I have to record this. And so it was just flowing out me like living waters, because that was the tonality. I'm telling you, like, Yah has really been empowering and inciting his people through my vessel, through my music. My music is to bind the brokenhearted. It's to empower. It's restorative. It's regal music. You know, it's love music. It's ethnic music. And so I really wanted to profess and proclaim my race, my nationality, you know, my ethnicity. That is what I wanted to declare in my allegiance and loyalty to Yah, like, very boldly and very blatantly. Like, I'm a Hebrew Israelite, right? Like, I bear the faith for all the saints, believing in Mashiach. I believe in Mashiach. A lot of Hebrews don't. I believe in Mashiach. It's war for Mashiach. Period. Like, it's war for Yahusha. And I wanted that to be clear. I wanted it to be clear that no one or nothing can ever take Yahusha's place, not in my heart and not in those that truly are firm in Yah, you know, and that you oppressors forget that we're ethnic. Y'all forget that. Like, we're not listening to you. You know, I don't care if you come on my page talking about, yo, ain't this. I'm not listening to you. You cannot tell me what I am. Like, I'm telling you, I'm convinced. I've been divinely persuaded. So you can say I'm crazy. You can say whatever. I'm that type of person. I'm going to say, we'll see in the end. That's it. You know? Now, slow down on the rhetoric, because, you know, mush him up in the mouth, and immediately after, peace, love, and light, right? It's like incense, peace, love, and light after. But it's like, relax, you know? So I don't know. I just wanted to empower my people. Like, I just really wanted us to know we're ethnic, because sometimes I still see in the awakening, like, maybe it's even sometimes maybe how we may worship or approach Yah is still suppressed, and like, from what we known in Christianity, you know, clap hands, like, nah. We sat around and ate off plates with our hands at times. Now, we was regal. I'm not gonna say we didn't use utensils, but I just wanted us to tap into the ethnicity, the ethnic part of ourselves, and to take off the ties and let's really like get how we were, the us that they are afraid of. you know. So that's ethnic. Ethnic is powerful. It needed that visual. I had to do it.
Man, no doubt. Man, so you done dropped all these great songs, got linked in with the magazine, and you've mentioned a minute ago you got more to come.
Absolutely.
More songs for us to get ready for. Like, what besides the song, what more can we look forward to from Ahavah?
From me, I would say certainly, first and foremost, whatever y'all's will is. Honestly, I'm just kind of going with the flow. With the flow. Obviously, there are definitely going to be more visuals. Like, I have at least like 3 to 6 more videos to drop by early next year. So I would say more visuals. I have, if I could share, like, search me on the streaming platforms. Ahavah, Ahavah, Ezra, Ezra, Sarah, Sarah. On all streaming platforms, I have a lot of beautiful music. Like, my bodies of work, my albums. I have an album called 6, which, Yah created man on the 6th day. So that's what that represents. Nothing weird. Once again, people, oh my gosh. And the cover art is very bold, and I do a lot of stuff I get permission from Yah. And I do it on purpose because I want to break spectrums. So it's a very bold cover album. And it's me and my husband in the Eden. We're in the Eden state. And you can't see anything. I mean, it's blurred. So hey, that's that. But it's still the Eden state. It's how we were. And it's about revising that situation that happened in the garden. And it's about Yah making us on the 6th day, and the following day being the 7th, is because you come from the 6th day energy. Meaning, like, I come from the selfishness, the self-driven self from the 6th day to the 7th. So that album is amazing. And then I just dropped another album called Access. Amazing. Like, it's literally empowering. So I would say listen to it. It's very beautiful. And I'm a very wide range artist. You go from like ethnic, you already see it, from ethnic to Dance of Love. You see what I'm saying? To grand finale that I had, to times that's about to come out. Like, I'm just very wide ranged. So I would say more visuals, more music, and I'm more of like a recording and performing artist. Meaning, like, I like to perform because I set up an atmosphere. It's an actual show, if you will, or demonstration, I'll say more so, that brings people into that consciousness. So I would hope more performances, more visuals, more music, and just whatever y'all wills. I think the awakening they will see me grow. Like, I think it'll be very big. That's what I think. I think it'll be very big.
So, hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Man, this has been another great conversation at IMTV Talks, man. Ahavah, just thank you once again for coming through and sharing the truth of the Most High Yah with us, man. I appreciate this for real.
I appreciate you as well. Toda Rabah for having me. And I just love what you're doing, and I pray many blessings upon you and your endeavors, creating a platform that esteems you.
Man, thank you so much. And look, no problem at all, man. Well, we about to get into some more of this righteous music. Mm-hmm. And by the way, I look forward to also talking with your husband, El Shanak. Am I saying that?
It's El Hanuk.
El Hanuk. Oh, I keep butchering the names. Salakia. But yes, I also have El Hanuk coming through soon. And man, I just want to say much love. Thank y'all for tuning in and listening. Continue to love the Most High, love each other, and love yourselves.
Hallelujah.
Take care and halal yah.
I was validated when I manifested in the pain. You're smart enough, attractive enough, interesting enough. You deserve love. Give yourself the time and the effort. Know these things and believe. You're smart enough, attractive enough, interesting enough. You deserve love. Give yourself the time and effort. Know these things and believe it. Confidence is not, they will like me. Confidence is, it'll be fine if they don't. I like me. I'm sorry I can't prove anything to you. Really, I'm unapologetic if we're speaking truth. I have no need to tell my side of the story, not anymore. Even when I hear a dozen rumors of an untrue version, I used to guard my heart, but now I guard my peace. Overcoming all that I've been dealing with. My mind and my heart has come to peace again. Hello. You're smart enough, attractive enough, interesting enough. You deserve love. Give yourself the time and the effort. Know these things and believe. You're smart enough, attractive enough, interesting enough. You deserve love. Give yourself the time and effort. Know these things and believe it. I feel secure in me. I can't waste my feelings on people who don't value me. If you don't know my value, then you can't tell me about my worth. I accept the love that I know I deserve. Healing never came when I was in dire search for it. Healing came when I listened to the lesson of that pain that was here to teach me. In these end times, you have to captivate the moments that make life lives. Wherever he is, like this, I wouldn't miss being present. Just make sure you're there. Times like this, I wouldn't miss being present. In this presence, times like this, I wouldn't miss being present. In this presence, absent from my body to be present here with you. Focus on your words of truth, truth, truth. That fills me up and brings comfort too. Lay me down under your crown. I won't get back up, no I won't. Leave your present, I won't get back up, no I won't. Leave this present moment in your presence. Ooh, I love your essence. Ooh, yeah, your fluorescence. The component of my wellness is your times like this, I wouldn't miss being present. In this presence, times like this, I wouldn't miss being present. In this presence, give up the love to the people that's worth it. Give up the love to the people that's worth it. Give up the love to the people that's worth it. And the people who won't give on them all. Give up the love to the people who's worth it. Give up the love to the people who's worth it. Give up the love to the people who's worth it. And the people who won't give on them all. See the beauty in the air. See the beauty in the cloud. And see the beauty in the rainfall. And see the beauty everywhere. Give up the love to the people that's worth it. Give up the love to the people that's worth it. Give up the love to the people that's worth it. And the people who won't give on them all. Give up the love to the people who's worth it. Give up the love to the people who's worth it. Give up the love to the people who's worth it. And the people who won't give on them all. Times like this, I wouldn't miss being present. appreciate the sun before it's fully risen are those who will enjoy it the most when it's shining bright. GB, Babina, Ahavah, Ezra, Sarah, yeah. This memory for life. Moments like this. Life's a memory. To make an impression, progress in this energy. Choose life, choose love. Pour into your energy. Make hate your enemy. Connect in a space of sensitivity. Can you perceive the need? I want to make this the moment of life. I want to give this experience my all. And I don't care about the people that's not here. No, I don't care about the people that's not here. In this moment I'm here. I want those places where you can taste bliss and feel your surroundings. I want your deep thoughts concerning my whole heart. Do I concern you? Where I am certain, no doubt, no hurting when I discern you. Wrapped in your holy love is solely my goal. Life is a beautiful place to be here. Transfiguration is close, yes, it's near. Life is a beautiful place to be here. Transfiguration is close, yes, it's near. Take my hand, join in this dance of love. We got this gift to be present. Life is a beautiful present. Take my hand, join in this dance of love. We got this gift to be present. Life is a beautiful present. Dance of love. Stars bling, enraptured dreams, light glistening upon the trees. Sweet words by whispering streams. Royalty, won't you dance with me? Take me softly in your arms. Melt me down with your charm. Let's dance, let's dance. Throw all caution to the wind. Life is a beautiful place to be here. Transfiguration is close, yes, it's near. Life is a beautiful place to be here. Transfiguration is close, yes, it's near. I want those places where you can taste bliss and feel your surroundings. I want your deep thoughts concerning my whole heart. Do I concern you? Where I am certain, no doubt, no hurting when I discern you. Wrapped in your holy love is solely my goal. Join in this dance of love. We got this gift to be present. Life is a beautiful present. Take my hand, join in this dance of love. We got this gift to be present. Life is a beautiful present. Dance of love. Come on, come on, get up, get up, get up. Come on, come on, get up, get up. Come on, come on, dance up in love. Come on, come on, dance up in love. Dance with love, dance with love. Dance with love, dance with love. Come on, dance with love. Get up, get up, get up, get up, dance with love.
I see they throwing balloons up at you. Mm-hmm. What is the meaning behind the balloons and the messages on them?
Okay. So on the balloons is the name of the God that I serve, Yahuwah. His name means life and breath, and he who gives existence. So them being on the balloons are very significant because the balloons are filled with breath, with air. And the foundation of this song carries a very significant principle. if you will, about love, about the steps that are necessary in the giving and exchanging and receiving of love. It's very important for us to pour into our own energies, so that way when we have our social and human exchanges and experiences in this world, they reflect the love that our Creator has, for us.
Who disciples the dope boys? These sermons get wheels turning like chauffeurs or Uber drivers. I've been inspired by Obadiah to bring the truth in the game full of open liars. I'm in the lines then, don't need a violin. Ain't no sad song, this a big win. Mufasa still sleeping. Landed on my feet when they threw me off the deep end. See walking how I be walking. Bruce Banner how they be hawking for the green but ain't beanstalking. I stand firm, my boy, this ain't no lean talking. About face, get on my face when my king talking. Pastor of the street, shepherd the flock. Real estate and stocks, reinvest in the block, yeah. Rain or drought, I keep on serving. Giants better duck, the slingshot still working.
Never wanna work another job in my life, yo. The key to success is the happiness inside. So gotta get up early if you wanna get the ride. Preparation and drive, let the ruach be your guide. Click positive pictures up, visualize it first. Rid yourself of negativity, it'll put you in a hearse. Keep your thirst, expand on your wild ideas. Get some flies out, girl, you can't be scared out here. Most of us hinder ourselves because we lack. We in a conversation that'll put us on track. Instead we cave into the fears and insecurities, doubts, obstacles, and all the possibilities of being more than what we ever dreamed. Let them doors fly open as you imagine your self-esteem. Higher, stronger, best player on the roster. Being better because it is in you to prosper.
What is this joy on the track? My sis and I are back. Whether we chop or we flat, dry, we don't lack. Strike a match. We blaze in the dark, creatively spark. Music went hard, I know you loving these bars. Real people, and like most of these stars. See, when we get together, it's like magic on Mars. Bringing back melodies that don't exist on the charts. And here we are, reviving a lost art. Thanks to Ahavah, beautiful musical cantata. Thankful for the gift that he gave to his two daughters. Hot like lava, regardless of the trauma in the aqua toasting. Pina colada.
All the powers is ours, we devour the cowards. Standing strong like a tower, nor the day nor the hour. His return is for certain. Better sure up your worship, better plan out your purpose, cause your life has been purchased. I walk in blessings, not curses. Yep, I represent Torah. See, my king is Yahusha. Yep, and he goes before us, taking down all our enemies who mistake our identity. In the place of the dynasties where he placed us on bending knee. Calling plays like a quarterback, in the cut like a cul-de-sac. Like Moshe on the mountaintop, coming down to the golden calf. Man, the tablet done broken.